Welcome to Legislature to the Turnrow. My name is Lee Thorne and I'm the Public Policy Coordinator for Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation. I appreciate you joining us today for the final update for the 2019 legislative session. On Friday, March 29th, the Mississippi Legislature adjourned sine die, signaling the end of this four-year term and the 2019 legislative session. Last week, two Farm Bureau-supported bills became law. The harvest permit update, which will allow bulk feed and wood pellets to be hauled under the permit, was signed by the governor, as well as the Landowner Protection Act. As we've discussed on previous updates, the Landowner Protection Act reduces liability for landowners when a criminal third-party actor injures another on the landowner's property. This week, the House and the Senate worked out budget differences to pass a budget for fiscal year 20. They had more money to work with than previously anticipated. The revenue estimates were $200 million higher than expected. This extra revenue went to fund a $1,500 teacher pay raise, a 3% raise for state employees, and an adjustment to state retirement and insurance plans. The Department of Environmental Quality, the Department of Agriculture and Commerce, the Forestry Commission, and the Fair Commission, along with the Board of Animal Health, all received an increase in their budgets. Each of these entities are true friends to farmers, ranchers, and rural Mississippians. Mississippi State University and all Corn State's ag units received level funding from last year, but did receive bond money to renovate buildings. The Soil and Water Conservation Districts also received a bond for $3 million to rehab dams in rural Mississippi, and the legislature allowed supervisors to combine other forms of income with emergency road and bridge fund money to repair dilapidated roads and bridges quicker in this state. Finally, the House and Senate had to work on redistricting, as a federal court ruled that Senate District 22, Buck Clark's district, did not have a high enough minority voting percentage. The changes to District 22 and the other districts that were affected can be seen here. These next few months will be full of campaigning as we have primaries late this summer and a general election in November. We want to encourage our membership to research the best candidates and exercise your right to vote. We also finish our series of videos about meeting your legislators today with Senator Nikki Browning.
Well, I represent Pontotoc, Union, and Benton County. All of Benton, all of Union, and part of Pontotoc County. My dad was a farmer for years and years when I was young, and so I was driving a tractor at 10 years old, so at that time, had to work though. That goes along with farmers, you know, children have to work. When Farm Bureau tells you something, you know, they've researched it, they know what it's about, and we trust them. And that's big when you're down here, to have somebody that you can trust and actually go talk to when you got a problem and wonder if you have a question, you know, they'll get you an answer.
So if it's a Farm Bureau-backed piece of legislation, you know, you're going to at least take a good look at it.
That's correct. And normally I'm going to vote for it. I would say since I've been down here, probably 100%. You know, our farming is, and why we've got to support them and why we've got to make sure that they stay in business, because, hey, without them, we're in trouble.
Thank y'all for joining us at Legislature to the Turnrow. We'll see you next legislative session in 2020.